Hi all, so here is the video where I'm going to talk about week 1's assessments. This is the student preview. Again, this is how you will see the home page. If I move on, I'll show you two things for week 1 assessments. One is the midterm 1 paper. So I'll go over here to papers. This is midterm 1 paper. How would you upload it? The first thing that I'll show you is you click on this item once. If you click on it once, it will open up this window. In this window, all you have to do is you have to have the Word document with you. Go to browse my computer, select your document, open and attach it. Okay, I don't have the document with me, of course, the paper. So once you attach it, you hit the submit button. Before doing it, you have to click on this one, which is I agree to submit my paper to the global reference database. This is again, of course, one important thing in academia is we cannot, I cannot expect you, or I shouldn't, or you shouldn't have, the idea of plagiarism there. We need to avoid plagiarism altogether. To avoid it, this is the global reference database, which will find out, which has umpteen number of papers, and which will immediately tell us that, hey, this is a complete copy. I don't think you are going to do that, but this is something to avoid, that is anti plagiarism. So all you have to do is to browse my computer, attach your Word document, click on this one and hit the submit button. That's the technicality of it. The due date is Sunday, that is May 29th, 11:59 p.m. Usually I make everything due whenever the deadline is. I say end of that day, so there is no ambiguity in that sense. Let's talk about midterm 1 paper. So what you have to do, this is the midterm 1 paper PDF file out here. Let's click on it, and all you have to do is, the structure of the paper is 3 sections. There is the title of the page. There is the title page. That should be the title of the project. Include your name. Then main text page, which should be 2 pages minimum. I gave you the formatting guidelines. This is basically APA or MLA, 1.5 line spacing, 12 point. The font size is like 12 point times New Roman, and 1 inch in all the sides, like top and bottom and the sides as well. So this is basically APA or MLA. Both should follow these guidelines. There should be a reference section which will be counted as a separate section, so not as like the 2 pages of the main text. Okay, so the technicality is there are 3 sections: title page, title of the paper, your name. Then the main text, I will talk about the, I'll give you the idea, I'll give you the context just in a bit. That's where you have to talk about the paper, and then the reference section. So this paper is about what then? This paper is about national economic conditions. Given the very recent political rhetoric, given that we all are hearing, I'm sure you are too, I think this would be extremely challenging and yet very exciting for you. I'd like to hear your opinion. If you think the economy is healthy, if yes, give me facts and figures to support it. If not, again, give me facts and figures to support it. Search over internet and get as much information or as many information as you can. This is an exploratory idea, and hence you don't need to be precise. You can be opinionated, you can give your opinion, however support that with facts and figures and data. Okay, when I'm saying that support that by facts and figures and data, I am not suggesting that go to a personal blog of someone and use that as a reference, because that is not a very reliable data source. So the data source or the data sources should be extremely reliable. For example, you can go to a public database, you can go to US Census data, you can go to the Federal Reserve data. The Fed has ample data about the national economy. You can go there. The Federal Reserve is a very reliable data source. You can go to certain government sites as well. Remember one thing, you can paraphrase from one article, but you cannot copy one article, one few sentences from an article without giving the quotation mark and then in text citation. So you cannot just copy someone else's word and use it as your own. If you have to use a different article which you have to, paraphrase it, read that portion, write it on your own. And hence that's your writing, but that then also there should be in-text citation. I'm not ruling out that there shouldn't be in-text citation. So for example, you are reading one of my papers. You need to say Dr. Mukherjee in this paper stated something like this and so on and so forth. That's your language. Once you are done, within parentheses, Mukherjee 2015. Then you are giving me the due as well, and you are paraphrasing my paper. That's how you should write a paper, okay? Again, plagiarism is not what I'm expecting, and I am sure you understand the consequence that plagiarism is not something that can be supported under any circumstances in academia. So this is midterm 1 paper. I previously showed you over here that browse my computer, attach your Word document, click on this and submit, hit the submit button. That's all. The deadline is next Sunday, May 29th, 11:59 p.m. That's one in this week 1 assessment. The other is, of course, you have to go through the learning materials, and if you go to week 1 now, you have 2 assignments. If I go to weekly assignments here, you have 2 assignments, assignment 1 and assignment 2. These are Blackboard timed assignment. So let me click on assignment 1, say. It will tell me exactly that, hey, it has 40 minutes time limit. So once you start taking that test, it has 40 minutes. You have to finish it. Within that time framework, yeah, you can make a call, but don't make a phone call where you are talking to a friend for 40 minutes. The Blackboard will automatically submit your test. Okay, so once you start taking the test, you have to finish taking it in 40 minutes. For assignment 1, there are 25 multiple choice true false kind of questions. It shouldn't take 40 minutes. This is assignment 1 is strictly based on chapter 1 and 2, whereas assignment 2 is based on chapter 5 and 6. So yeah, it's very intensive. This is a 3-week condensed macroeconomics course. I need your absolute attention and undivided attention. So please don't start taking the test without watching the lecture videos. The lecture videos are the key references for you so that you can do well on these assignments. I use the lecture videos and their ideas and so on and the lecture concepts from that. Then I construct my questions. So someone who is watching the lecture videos should do well. Someone who is not and taking the test, I'm not 100% sure that the result would be in your favor. It says multiple attempts. Multiple attempts is only for me, not for you. Categorically, I'm stating this to you, okay? For you, this is not a multiple attempt test. For you, this is a single attempt test. Since I'm the instructor, I have the privilege of taking this test as many times as I need. Okay, so for you, this is a single attempt test. There are 2 of these assignments that are due. Again, these are due on Saturday, not Sunday. I gave that midterm 1 paper another full day, but this is due on Saturday, May 28th, 11:59 p.m. both assignments. I am not going to go to the other assignment, but there is the other one too, which is this one is chapter 1 and 2, this is chapter 5 and 6. Both are due on Saturday, May 28th by 11:59 p.m. Assignment 2 has more math questions, hence I'll give you more time than 40 minutes. I'll give you probably 50 minutes on this, okay? But assignment 1 40 minutes, assignment 2 50 minutes. These are on Blackboard right now. You can take it from here from now on up to next Saturday 11:59 p.m. These are important for your final grades. This will carry a huge weight for your final grade, so don't wait. First listen to the videos, watch the videos. Let me know if you have any questions over the lectures. If you want some clarification on some topics, I am 100% there to discuss it again. But please, by the deadline, do take the assignments. Thank you. I'm signing off.